Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pipi Chongloy here, and today I'm here with Pi Glady Vaiphei, the one woman that I really look up to.
I'm honored.
Into business, into entrepreneurship, and then so much more. Today we're gonna explore your life. You have been in Delhi for a long, long time. At
Yes.
least that's what I heard. So, how is life in Delhi? Tell me more about your life.
Wow, Delhi is my home.
Mm-hmm.
Um, though I was born and brought up in Churachandpur, but I
Mm-hmm.
came down to Delhi in 1993
Mm-hmm.
to continue my study.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, I'm here,
Mm-hmm.
and I love Delhi. Yes.
I can
Yeah.
see you're enjoying,
Mm-hmm.
you're having
Yes.
so much fun.
Yeah.
And also, you have been traveling around the world. When you want to know somebody, you don't have to go and necessarily ask them, check their social media.
Oh,
That's what I've
thank
seen.
you. Thank
You
you
have been
for
to
being my
Europe.
follower.
Yeah, I've been following
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, you're
Yes.
so popular.
Yeah.
So,
Nice to know that.
which
Yeah.
country is your favorite since you're traveling a lot?
Um, um, wow, yes. See, each and every place has their unique character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you talk about something similar with our own culture, I would
Mm-hmm.
choose Japan. Like,
Japan.
yes, Japan is very similar to our culture in the sense that they love bamboo product,
Mm-hmm.
and their style of eating, like they love boiled food, then their simplicity, their
Mm-hmm.
hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, if you go to Japan, there are a lot of things that you can say, wow, this house resembles some of our old,
Mm-hmm.
cottages. So in terms of similarity to our culture, I would choose Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But for having fun, free lifestyle, enjoying till any hour in the night, I
Mm-hmm.
would say New York because the city never sleeps there,
Mm-hmm.
especially spending time in downtown.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to career and job oriented, I think the Middle East are, I think, amazing.
Hardworking.
Hardworking plus, when you look at their tax, like
Mm-hmm.
many city in the Middle East don't, they have no tax. And I think that is very good to go and earn.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like, especially for our people, let's talk about especially young people back at home, like the Kukizo young people.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk about the Middle East, the way we speak English is
Mm-hmm.
very similar.
Really?
And yes, and then you see a lot of Indian,
Uh-huh.
and then a little bit of Hindi, a little bit of English, and I think easily you can get work
You get
permit over
along
there.
very
Yes,
well?
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but my favorite, I would say my favorite is all the time Sydney Harbor,
Mm-hmm.
Sydney Darling Harbor. Sydney I love because it's the melting pot between the Asian, the Asian culture and the Western culture. So, if you're in Sydney, you can feel the Western,
Vibe?
environment and
Mm-hmm.
vibe over there, and you can also see a lot of migrant
Mm-hmm.
immigrant from other countries like Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
Thailand,
Mm-hmm.
China, and so many places. So I would pick Sydney. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
When we see somebody's life, oh, they're enjoying, they're having so much fun, but in order to live this kind of life, you have to struggle first, right? I want to know your story, how you
My
struggled,
story, okay.
things that you have been through in order to be
A
this
lot. I
independent
mean,
and live a good
a
life.
lot. I'm 50 plus now. To
Mm.
compile all those story in few minutes will be
Mhm.
tough. But yes, yeah, pretty much, struggling during childhood. But one thing I do know was if I study hard, if I'm sincere, hardworking, in whatever given to me, I think life will look better. That was my dream when I was at home. So
Mhm.
I did my class 12, 10 plus 2 in Churachandpur. I
Mhm.
did class 10 till class 10 in CTS school
Mhm.
in Churachandpur, and then class 12 in Bethany Higher Secondary School. Now it is Bethany College.
Mhm.
So after class 12, I came down to Delhi for further
Mhm.
studies. Then after college, I joined hotel industry,
Mhm.
hospitality industries. And one of the reasons why I choose that was because I love talking, in a hospitality industry, you can't be moody, you have to smile, you
All the
have to
time.
interact with people.
Mhm.
And plus, for me at that time, getting a uniform and then also a cafeteria where you can eat food, plus you do get transportation if it is late night duty. So all the plus point was suited for me. So I started working with the Sofitel, and then after that move on to the Park Royal, and then with the Oberoi. Then my last hotel was JP Palace, Agra. Then I got married in 1999. Then
Happily
that's
ever
how
after.
that's how I quit the hotel life, and then I was looking forward a new chapter of my life, Shadi ke baad. Then I started this business called Sincerely Bridal. Yeah, we have completed Silver Jubilee happily, doing year after year, producing wonderful gowns, creating memories, and I thank
Getting
God
so many
for
happy
people who
clients.
trusted me, so many happy people, and we're doing good. Yeah. In the past 25 years, God has been faithful. We survived COVID, and we are bouncing back much more than before.
See.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Your life is such a, happy ending, right?
No, it's not like that. I mean, it will not end soon. There are a lot of struggle in life, a lot of struggle in life, and even business itself is it's a challenge. Yeah, see, entrepreneur is a person who put their own money and took a big risk. Nobody sponsor us. We invest our own money, our time, our creativity, and then full commitment. That's how the risk one take. So when I started this business, one thing I promised myself was anybody who walked into my studio, I want them to leave smiling. So yeah, we grow along with the customer. Sometimes they give us ideas, sometimes I suggest them something, so we grow together. A customer and myself, we grow together, and then yes, happily ever after. I think that will happen only in heaven. I think so. But until then, everybody have challenges in life. Like my business. I started in Delhi, and then I branch out to our home town, because I know that God has blessed me with the skills, and then I really want to take something that the Lord has given me to back home. So I started Sincerely Bridal in Chanpur 2.5 years ago. But sadly, the local authority closed it down.
Why is that?
Simply because because of the Manipur unrest, their office was not functioning. And then when the office opened again, we went to renew our trade license. There is a local license you have to apply under ADCC. So when we were told to renew it, we went. Our manager, when I was not there, she went there, and they have written it down. This is the amount and all. Sure enough, fine enough. When we went to pay, to our surprise, there was no bank account I could transfer it. Then I'm in Delhi, and then I was thinking that at least some kind of payment gateway like GPay, which is very famous nowadays, and I was hoping something that will happen. Even I was ready to do the bank draft and all, but they couldn't provide any bank account. And eventually, they make me a defaulter. I'm not a defaulter, and then they say your license is no more. You can't operate it. So they put a nice poster saying that ADCC closed these establishments, which is really sad, because it's not only sad for me, it is sad for the society also. I'm creating job for young people. I'm bringing skills, I'm bringing new thing into our place. Mine was the first showroom. If you go to Churchandpur, it was beautifully done. Whoever have seen that are really inspired by what I did. But hopefully things will work better again. We are still hoping. I wouldn't say it's close. I would say it's a comma. We're hoping that some kind of understanding will happen, and I really don't want to give up our home soil. Really, I mean, I can do business anywhere. You can do business. We can do business anywhere, but that is not the same. With your hometown, you have this sentimental attachment.
There's no place like home.
Exactly. And when we built our farmhouse also, people ask me, what return do you expect? I mean, in one of the local news interview to my husband, they asked the same question, what do you expect investing your money over here? My husband say the smile on my wife's face is the return I already have. Return doesn't mean only money, it means satisfaction. among your
Happiness,
people. Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes, yes,
which
yeah.
money can't buy.
No, no, not at
Yeah.
all. Yes.
See, this is the one thing that our
Mm.
people don't understand, and I
Mm.
don't blame them. That's
Mm.
the mentality that we have, we
Mhm.
grew up with,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So it's very shocking and sad at the
Mm.
same time,
Yeah.
learning about your shop, but like
Mhm.
you said,
Mhm.
it will open again.
I am
Life
hopeful. I'm
all about,
hopeful. Yes,
yeah, it's
yes,
up
yes,
and
yes.
down. So,
Nothing can, there's nothing you cannot solve. If
mhm,
you're willing to
mhm.
agree to
If
solve
you
it.
put in
Yes,
heart,
yes, yes,
put
yes,
your
yes,
heart and soul together.
yes, yes, yes.
I would like to take out one thing
Mhm.
from like so many things you have said. Study hard.
Mhm. Mhm.
No matter what you want to be in life, you have to study hard. Yeah. So our parents, the grandparents, they burned candles and they studied.
Mhm.
So no matter what you want to be in life, if you're not educated, if you don't study hard, you struggle,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So you can be a business or into entrepreneurship or into anything, but at the end of the day, it's you how you carry yourself,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
That's lagging
Mhm.
in our people, in our
Mhm.
society.
Mhm.
So we very much focus into bookish knowledge. Yeah, class 10 plus, 12 plus, and that's it. No, it
Yeah.
is not.
Mhm. Mhm.
We have to be, very much well versed, and then you have to develop your personality. Yeah.
Mm.
So speaking of which, let's talk about entrepreneurship. So many people don't understand the difference between entrepreneurship and business, right?
Mhm.
Business
Mhm.
is buy and sell.
Mhm.
But when we talk about entrepreneurship,
Mm.
we create opportunities, we
It is.
employ
It is.
people,
It is.
like you
Mm.
say,
Mm.
you invest your
Mhm.
own money.
Mhm.
These days, the term is very popular, and
Mm.
I'm so glad,
Mhm.
proud that
Mm.
young people are coming up, crafting something and then creating
Mhm.
opportunities for themselves and
Yes.
also for other people. So you being, very much experienced in this field, you already celebrated silver jubilee,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Jubilee.
Yep.
So enlighten us in the field of entrepreneurship.
Mhm.
Like, how did you started? How do
Yeah.
you get the idea? And then
Okay.
how do you see our young people?
Mm. I think this business was really God ordained. I think so because when we were getting married,
Mm-hmm.
and my husband, that time my fiance, he got a job and he was still living on stipends. The
Mm-hmm.
full salary was yet to come.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, we don't want to spend all we had on the wedding,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that we have to search a rented house.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we were led by a very godly pastor who did our counseling, in the marriage counseling. So that time, I felt like doing my own wedding gown, because unlike today where you have choices of ordering online or choices of asking your relative who work in airline to bring it for you or things like that in
Mm-hmm.
those days, it was not like that. So, and then some of the gown that I even went down to Mumbai to check out wedding gown, those were really expensive. I don't want to spend that amount when we had very little. Then something inspired me. Why don't you just do your own wedding gown? Then the need was the reason why this bridal showroom came up. My need of wearing a beautiful gown, my need of my dream of being like a princess. That was my dream. So when I created my wedding gowns, and it's so funny. There was a nice long dress I had.
Mm-hmm.
I ripped that open, and
Mm-hmm.
I used that as a pattern because really I've never done that before.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I believe myself as entrepreneur more than a designer. That's what I believe in myself because that time this creativity just came in,
Mm-hmm.
and using my old dress, I
Mm-hmm.
was able to do the body fitting beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the stitching part, I went to a small roadside tailor,
Mm-hmm.
and I explained it to them because I had no machine that time. So I just explained it to them. This is how I want it. And I used to sit with them and do everything. The stitching, definitely the labor work was done by the guy in the machine because he wouldn't allow anybody to touch it. But I design it, I help him cut it, I help him shape it, and I also give him, this is the dress that I
Your
really
own
like the shaping.
creation, right?
So that was God ordained through that I learned that this is my skill, this is my inborn skill God has given me, and then I turn it into business. So, and then like I said, we were really struggling in terms of finance. So what I did was I took the first order really by faith. I took the first order, I took some advance money from the client, and then with that I sourced all the fabric, and I continue to work with this guy, and then together, I hired his place, and that's how I started this business. So to my advice to young people who really want to do this kind of business, start small, but see the growth, and be faithful, work hard, learn along the way. If you're a first timer, learn, put all your knowledge, hard work and everything, and choose any line. This is my favorite line.
Yeah.
Choose any
Anything.
business, but work 10 years. The fruit will come. Anything. It doesn't have to be wedding gown. Anything. If you're interested in hairstyling, imagine start styling someone's hair for 10 years, you'll be expert. Yeah. Think about trading. Say thrift market. Use clothes. So if you do faithfully, honestly, and grow, as you grow, increase it. As you increase, expand it. That's how I expand today. Yes. So start small. I don't believe in taking loan. I never took it. Start small and grow slowly, slowly. If you do that, like me, if you put all your hard work, 25 years, you will reach much more than me. Yes, because my time was different. This time is different. We grew up without social media. We grew up without Insta. There was no place to advertise except the happy customer. Verbally, they were advertising me. They were the only source of advertisement because I could not put on newspaper also. So my advice to young people is, if you really want to go to this line, go for it, because the sky is the limit. If you're a government servant, if you're fixed salary, you can't grow, and that money is not much, honestly. If you're corrupt and have side income under the carpet, that's a different story. But a pure salary is not much.
Never
But in a
enough.
business, if you daily earning is enough, then you'll grow. Work hard 10 years, you're singing. Yes.
You impart knowledge and wisdom. I'm pretty sure not just the young people, but every single person watching this episode right now will surely learn something. Even myself, I've learned.
And also, you talk about education, right? The book knowledge. In my understanding, education, if you're a student, there's nothing much to do that time. Really, you can't start business. You're too young. You don't have experience, right? You can't do anything that time. That time, your job
It's
to
study
show
hard.
sincerity, hard work, determination,
Mhm.
commitment is through your book.
Yeah.
If you're good in that, anything that come in life later on, you already have the character
The
for
capacity.
success.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the book, that time was the only thing that you have to do. So student life is study, study, study.
Yeah.
Then when
study
you reach
hard.
to next level, all the good character are
Mhm.
already inculcated in your behavior. So you're bound to reap a bumper success in life. Yeah. Yeah.
There is no substitution for hard work.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, like I said, learning so much from you. You are very much outspoken. You have been raising your voice. You have been viral so many times.
Don't come
That's
there.
how I get to
Don't
know
come
you.
there. Don't come there.
We have to.
Uh,
So let's talk about those moments when
Oh,
you
oh.
fought for your people, for
Oh,
our
okay,
people,
okay.
right? You raised your voice. So, how was the experience?
Yes.
Obviously, there was so
You
much
know,
backlash.
the past 2 years, whatever it is, our talk, our communication always lead back to the suffering of our people in Manipur.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no conversation, My best friend called me on my birthday and say, "Hey, happy birthday, how are you?" But last, she was like, "How is Manipur?" You see,
Yeah.
again, even a birthday wish is again back
I
to
can't
Manipur,
celebrate my birthday in peace.
what I'm saying is every conversation
Yeah, leads back
to
the
that.
crisis.
Yeah. So we all know like what happened to us for the past 2 years, and how our people, Kukizao, totally wiped out from the valley, from Imphal Valley. I mean, totally. And then nowadays, all of us, you and I or anybody, based on our name, cannot enter Imphal Valley. We may be the gem of a person, we may be the most, honest, lovely person, but because of our ethnicity,
Yeah.
we cannot enter the valley.
Yes.
And then also when we heard that all our family members were kept captive inside the center forces camp in Imphal, they couldn't come out, and then houses one after another, start burning, and the incident didn't stop. We thought like, okay, one night they will spend, the next day they'll come out, right? But it was not like that. It was getting worse and worse. That time, people in Delhi had no choice, because if we keep silent, we never know, we may not see our family again. That was the time when not only me, many of, especially our women folks over here, we did the peaceful protest. It's for the law of the land. We did the protest. We highlight the atrocity that was rained down upon us. And yeah, I know I did a lot of whatever I could, I did. I mean, really, for my people, for our people. And I also, like everything in my life, I always say God ordained. I use this word quite often, like my business. I feel God has put me in Delhi for 32 years, for a time like that, when I can be a voice for the voiceless. Every voice matter that time, really. Every voice matter. Every phone call we receive was all about fearing for their life. So yes, I did for our people, because I am really for our people. If my little voice can bring some impact, yeah, I'm willing, yeah, for the love of, yeah, our culture, our community. Yes. Yeah.
The entire community is so happy and proud of you, that we are so fortunate that we have someone like you who have genuine concern for our people. I I used to see, like, I've seen some people like living their, best life, least bothered about the sufferings of our people, and I feel sorry for them, right? Now is the time for us to come together in one platform and fight for our common cause, for our common goal, which is a separate administration, right? So we have been fighting. It's been more than 2 years, and if even if it's not announced legally, or how do I put this? We are separated, right? So how do you see our movement? Your humble opinion.
I am. I'm not. I think I'm more concerned about people day-to-day life, because I feel the movement will go on, demands will go on, but at the moment, I'm more concerned about people who are still in relief center. Honestly, people who are in relief center, more than 2 years, and those centers are nothing comfortable.
Yeah.
Basic amenities like drinking water, even toilets are not there. I'm more concerned about those things. First, let's look after our own citizen. Give them at least a humble home to call home. They did no mistake in what they have gone through. That at least get rid of relief center, make their own homes, let them restart again, let them educate the children, our next generation. Those things really bother me more than the political demand, because I know I'm not a politician. Okay, I'm more concerned about the normal citizen, the one who suffered the most. And then I believe really, like I said earlier, there's nothing impossible, because our country is one of the largest democracy, and we have the law allow us to separate, yeah, for people who can lead a normal life.
Yeah.
I think so. The demand will continue, and very, very hopeful that
Yeah,
one day
someday or the
it,
other.
it will be, every state does the same thing.
Yeah.
Even the so-called Manipur was not a state once upon a time. So we put our petition, we put our demand, we put everything. So every state is formed like that. If the Kuki-Zo community who own land in the tribal area, they should be granted. Why not? The Métis should live, in the valley, which belongs to them. But the tribal, the landowner, if they want to separate, it should be granted. Why not? We all can live like one nation. There is nothing like state breaking of state integrity. There's nothing like that. We're not breaking away from the country. In fact, we want to work closer for developing this nation. That's why
Yeah.
even right now, President rule is there. You see how peaceful it is. If the Kukis want to have a union territory, why not? so that the center will work closer. I think this is very much needed for everyone, so that peace will be restored, and then develop together separately. Yeah, why not? Yes.
Because our demand is very much within the framework
It
of
is,
the
it is,
Indian
it is, yes.
Constitution. So very soon, let's say. Yeah.
Hopeful,
Yeah.
yes.
So, speaking of this relief camps, I have been working closely with the IDPs. I have been visiting almost every weekend and then seeing their pathetic life conditions.
Sad.
So yeah, so what can we do for these people? I mean, I've heard that relief materials come from the government. So government is not poor, right? Then how? Why are the people living in the relief camps are like?
Yes, I read in one of
Yeah.
the social media that somebody put RTI, the amount of fund located for IDP. It was not less, if I'm not mistaken. It was
That's
like
what.
200
That's
plus
what.
crore or something like
Yeah.
that. And the reality is, especially one particular, see, I can't speak something that I have no proof. Okay, I'll mention about this relief center, which is behind Surjanpur College. If you go there, there are about, I think, 150 or plus maybe people living there. They don't have toilet. So what they do to relieve themselves is they use a garbage bag. There's a tarpaulin kind of small room with a flat floor. They use that to poop in the morning or evening, and they tie the polythene back and get rid in the nearby bush.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
This?
I have the video. I can show it to you. I was shocked that we try to work building a toilet. We try to, but then it's really a huge budget, because 150 plus toilet is not easy. So let's see, we have to bring awareness. We can only just bring out all these needs, and then somehow somewhere it will knock the right people. At least a toilet and drinking water should be provided. And also there's no privacy. It's a big hall, and family to family are separated, just hanging kind of curtain or an old bed sheet. There's no privacy, and studying for children over there to concentrate on their education is very, very tough. So that is my concern, really. Why there's still relief center after 2 years? Everybody should have at least a cottage. At least, even if it's a thatch roof or a small tiny house. I think it is okay. They have to start somewhere. You can't keep them in relief center. Mentally also they'll be so tormented over there. Forget the past experience. What they are still continue experiencing itself is really tormenting them, and we need to help them out. Yes.
I'm so glad I asked you this question. I don't know whether we're the right people to talk about. I don't
See,
know.
everything is from the heart. Everything is from the heart. If you have burden, why not? We're talking genuine thing. We're talking something people are still facing. It's not a makeup story. Yeah, and people who want to question us that we're talking this, they should go and visit. They should go and visit and see the reality. The truth has to come out. The reality has to come out. Even if it is shameful, it has to come out so that we can help them rather than denying. Bring the real thing out and then help them out. Yes.
We are living in the largest democracy in the world, and freedom of expression is our fundamental right.
It is.
So we should express our grievances. Now, where does this money go? And then who is behind all these things? We are torturing our own people. I don't know, after releasing this particular episode, I'll be welcoming back to church or not.
Yeah.
But it's high time somebody should speak up, and then
so speak up. And then every policy is for poor people. Even if you look at the general normal government policy, also everything is for poor people, underprivileged, tribal fund, Adivasis fund, indigenous people. Almost all the government policy, if you look at on paper, is for the poor, is for the needy, but the poor remain poor. Yeah. The people in relief center, IDP, remain there. It remain there. Yes. If something somewhere down the line is not correct. It's not correct. Really. Yes.
So what's your message to the people in power back in our home? Let's forget about the world. Let's forget about the entire nation. Let's talk about our tiny hometown. So what message would you like to convey to the people who are in power, who are in the system? Yeah, boldly
I
speak
think
up, please.
what I want to tell to our people is not only the people in power, to everyone, to the cookie Zoe community. If I say Zoe, if the Mizo feel left out, I will even include that. Cookie Zoe, Mizo, Zomi, Mar, everyone. The first thing I would like to really, really request from my heart is first be a Christian. Be Christian first, because if you know Christ in your heart, you will follow the truth, and you will do things that the Bible taught us, to be mindful of the widow, to be mindful of the orphan, to be mindful of the one who needed the most. In the Bible, if we look at the sick person who was lowered down from the roof, where Jesus was, those people name were not mentioned. The people who lowered down the sick person, the name were not mentioned, but they were helping that person to lower down from the roof. They took the roof out, they brought that sick person in front of Jesus, and he got healed. So be that kind of for people, even if your name may not be mentioned, even if you don't get recognition, at least be that kind of a person who helps someone in need. Really, honestly, if we love the Lord, if we walk according to the Bible, changes will happen, corruption will go down, truth will remain truth, lie will remain lie. So I think my request to you, it's your land, it's my land. We have the right to live, we have the right to flourish, but if the means and the ways are not correct, no matter what we want, it's not going to happen. So my request is not too late. Now we have it. Now we're separated. The buffer zone is created. It is our land. Nobody will come inside until unless we allow them, until and unless we sign our signature. No, nobody will claim it. We are very strong, and thanks to our boys who are defending in the buffer zone, in those area, because of all of you, nobody could come in. We are safe. So this is really from my heart. Be focused on Christ's life. Be a life giver. Be a person who sacrificed their life. And let's really dig deep into the Bible and see what a Christian should do in today's world, especially in context with Kangpokpi and Churachandpur and other area. I say Churachandpur because I know we want to use Lamka, but at the moment it is Churachandpur, and it's your duty and my duty to even change this name. If Calcutta can be Kolkata, if Ceylon can be Sri Lanka, if Bombay can be Mumbai, why not? It is your duty and my duty to even correct all this name. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you consider yourself a true Christian, then we should reflect Christ in our lives, and let's all come together and make our Lamka Churachandpur,
Yes.
Kangpopi, Sadar Hills
Oh,
a
yeah.
better place
Yes.
for our people.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, no, before I wind up, wait. I'm going to say this loud and clear. When I was opening my showroom, character certificate has to be produced. When I went to the department to write that Glady Vaiphei has a good moral character, they want money. So what kind of certificate I was certifying? Put a big question to you. Thank you so much, PP. I hope we're doing good. I hope whatever we say is not hurting anyone. It is because we really have burden inside us. Help you, to help us. We have to work together in unity. Thank you for coming all over, and then showing all my beautiful gowns. We never intend to do this talk over here, but there was no other better place, and we don't want people to come in a restaurant and look at us and what they're doing. So we choose this place. If it is not appropriate, I don't know, but this is my establishment. Thank you so much. Tata.
I hope I'll be welcoming back because I'm posted in Churachandpur right now.
Oh, okay,
so
okay,
yeah,
okay,
I'll
okay.
have to be more polite.
It's
Thank
okay.
you,
It's
thank
okay.
you.
The truth has to be told. Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Ciao.